All right, welcome. Let's see. Okay. Hopefully know the drill by now. Let's see. Boop. Letting you guys know about it. There we go. I don't know if it's. I wonder if it's better to actually like tweet or like let you guys know about it like before I go live, or because I do it like pretty much the same second that I go live, so then people are able to, you know, jump in like pretty much right away. So I don't know. It's probably set. I forgot time before that loads. Gotta load the thingy. Say I'm a streamer. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. We'll see who files in or not. No, on Tuesday was really fun. A lot of people came in. I'm sure we're gonna push that up no matter what. It is very unsightly, like how it always, there's a white box in the text thing in the chat room that never really goes away, even though I know about it. Oh, hello. Cool band Pokemon? That's a cool name. I got a cup for you then. I got a Pikachu mug that's really shiny, doesn't work with green screen. There's a little Pikas on it. Yeah. Anyway, hope that was cool. It didn't work at all. Looking at it again. Okay. Let's see here. So I can get pretty much right into it. It's easiest is probably just to show the storyboards, and then while I like to cut, great. I can show the storyboards while we're filing in, and I can answer any other questions or something. You're like last time you had a question, or now you do. Who knows? I don't know. I think we're gonna work on probably the shot where Discord is laughing. So it'll be after this one. So we're getting pretty good progress. I would say we would probably finish this, and maybe probably not this stream. So maybe next week we might be able to get even closer. But so far we got this as the animation. Get a little bit bigger. Yeah, Cookie. So we finished on. We worked on this shot last time. So now there's just a lot of. I'll just gotta stay there for a little bit until we can reanimate them back to normal. So that's what we're gonna be doing. Okay, but how are you guys doing? I know, just to get this ball rolling, I'm terrible if nothing really go off of. Yeah, had a pretty good week. I mean, it's weird because it just feels so close to the other one from Tuesdays that it's like what really has happened was just not much. Wednesday was more of a pretty much a normal work day for me, so I didn't really do too much, really. Okay, that's some money in the art contest. Oh, that's awesome. Can I ask what kind of art contest? Like what was the like the theme or the kind of thing? Hi, Allie. That's interesting. Okay. I think I wanted to make sure that the walking, it always looks a little weird. Do I make it less or to make it more? Because I could just skewer more this way and then see. Yeah, it actually has more energy to it, so I'll add more distance. Then it'll seem a little bit better. Yeah, that's what contacted you about the money. I was actually legit like wondering about what kind of I didn't think it was. Someone wrote a short story and you had to make an art piece based on it. Oh, that's cool. Got second place. Out of 100? Wow. That's really cool. I think the only art thing that I submitted really was like when I was like 10, and then there was like a, not really a GameStop, but like, it was like a Blockbuster and GameStop, but like a really weird one. And it was like this Mario drawing of like not official art, so it was really weird. It was like one of those edgy 2000s, you know, Mario art. It's like, hey, can kids, you know, color it in, kind of a thing. So it was it was really fun. Yeah, I just pretty much did it the vanilla colors of like Mario was like red and blue. Then I added some more characters. So this is Stare, and this is Left, and this is Still Dead. Okay. Yeah, anyway, yeah, I think, yeah, that contest was broken into like 3 or 4 different age groups. So for like my age group, I think I got first in that age group. So I was like, oh, cool. Like I wasn't really expecting it because like all the other ones were really cool, or they were like have different colors and everything on them. So let's see here. Yeah, it was really fun. I got a little ribbon, like a blue ribbon actually. So yeah, that was really fun. All these other art contests I don't really go into, like I don't really do. So like all those DeviantArt ones where like they have all those themed ones. Never been really interested in it because I know like the stakes are a little bit higher that I probably won't win. Yeah, you made it. Cool. How you guys doing? Let's see. Oof. Do. Oh, I get you. Okay. So it's like I sometimes like skip like one of your messages, and it's like just keep reading, and it's like I'm not getting anything that's going on. So I'm sorry about that. I know last time too on Tuesday I might have missed one of your messages, and then it didn't make sense for a while. That's a lot of letters. It's Sunday. Cool. Oh, it's your birthday, or whose birthday? Your birthday. Cool. All right. So to follow all of your conversations and work is tricky. So we got Discord. Let's see here. And then we got Fluttershy. I gotta do all their heads too. I have a different way of... I was experimenting with a different way of like hierarchying the puppets, so it'll be have the head symbols exploded onto the main body timeline. Because right now it's like in one box of the head, and then the body has a bunch of layers and symbols. But the way that I thought of it to experiment is that I have all the head symbols exploded onto the main timeline, so it'll look like this. And then I would add parenting and child's appearance. So then if I move like one of them, and if this is the parent, and then all the other ones are children, then I can move just this one and I'll move all the other ones, so I don't have to worry about it being all messed up like that. But for now, I think we'll just continue the way that I know that will work. So I have to get back to Houston this way. We have been doing it for a while. I always hate that it always starts as create a keyframe, which I don't want. You'll never learn and I don't want it to be like that. I'll get to you in a bit. Just want to pose her just real quick. Okay. How we doing? Do. It's know your stuff. Talking about way too much stuff. I can't keep track of everything. Do. Hi, Padra. Do. Miss anyone else? Do. Okay, cool. Talking about Monopoly all things. That's cool. Yeah. I know my mom was really into, probably still is, really into Monopoly. Like that'd be like her favorite board game. You know, but as a kid, it's like you always get like taken advantage of. It's like, oh yeah, you gotta trade me that blue one. You know, it's gonna be a good deal. I'll also give you, you know, $100. That'll probably be, you know, less than what it's actually worth, and I'll be like, oh okay. Sure, I'm getting nothing out of this, but sure. You know, you always get swindled when you're a kid playing Monopoly. My mom would always have really blasted that and always win. I'm like, I don't understand, this isn't really fun. Your name is, that is Blue? Oh, really? You mean in your YouTube chat or on my little UI on my stream? Seems about the same. New video tomorrow. Oh man. How quick can you make a video, Padra? Because it takes me like a month or more to make mine. Like, I just worked on pretty much from the start of the month. And I just finished the storyboard on it. That's how slow I am. Let's pose Discord, I think. There's a lot of, like, every character is in this. So I have to bounce around. Okay. On a video chat. So stream UI? Oh yeah. That might be, I could probably figure out how to change that if you really want to. That'll be the HTML or CSS. That'll be the CSS in my Streambox. That'll have that. Those options for that. Have his eyes closed here. Just trying to figure out what I got. So I probably want to have something like this, and maybe I could duplicate it maybe and then say expression, and then just take this one and just flip it. Let's see what we gotta do. So gotta take these, copy and paste directly in the same place. Let's see. Let me just do this. But how are we doing? Do. Look at Podge, look at my name. It used to be a dark blue. Oh. Yeah. Now you're more of a, yeah, I don't know what kind of blue you call that. But it is lighter blue than the actual wrench. I'll have to look into the CSS to see what kind of options changed it or something. I'm not too familiar with HTML or CSS stuff, but I took enough in college to get a little dangerous with it. Okay, that's cute. So I do need to change this to a spike, a tapered end. Use the curve line tool on MS Paint a lot. Yeah. Yeah, the difference with MS Paint and this is that this is vector. So that means, obviously I'm very zoomed in already. And you look at this line, you know, there's no pixeling artifacts. Modify shape. Convert lines to fills. Like that so I don't mess with it. So now I'm able to take the corners and points, bring them into 1 point, make a taper. So that'll follow the show style more. Is that okay. So now we got head. So I can close to his body. Let's see. It's always really tricky. Baby repression. Prusia. What's that? HRE? Not familiar with that. Okay. Sometimes like that. Oh, I know. Empire. What? What was I talking about? I leave you guys alone for like 10 minutes. Bird shoulder. Hand. You pronounce the like Russian with P. Prussia. Ah, okay. Cool. Thanks. Felt like there was something wrong with that when I said it. I guess this is a starting pose. Can I get a little lower this? Okay. So now they're all posed for first frame. So I can either do any of these pretty much out of order. Those are 4 characters. But I think Discord's the one you're going to be looking at, so I'm probably going to figure out his timing first. Like if for whatever reason it takes twice as long, then if I did Fluttershy perfect, then it'll be off. So I'll have to work on that. That's how I'd work on multiple characters in a shot. Just find a dominant or primary one you would look at and then make sure that that works. And if they kind of had to go back and forth in the same shot, then you just have to pick the first one. That'll do anything. Yeah, that's cool. History is cool. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So he's gonna. Let's see, what do I don't move? I can move all this. Trying to figure out what I want. Oh, this is separate. Oh, that's gonna be confusing. Okay. I know what I must do. Ugh. So basically, I just did whatever this is so far. And then he's gotta fall that way. Okay. Oh. Thanks, Cookie, for the on-topic sort of question. How long have I been working on this animation? I apparently made a note in the title of this file name 6.5, so a month. But of course, that probably will include the scripting, which took a bit, and then the storyboard took a bit, and the layout. And then now we're animating it, so depending on how we want to say working on the animation, I always get a little finicky with that. It's just like, yeah, I've been working on it for a while. Never really decide when. Like when you first have an like idea of it, of like, oh, that's a good idea. Maybe I should do that, kind of a thing, or like I'm gonna start production on it, but probably like a month. So, nice guy. Whoop, swoop. So we gotta have time to figure that out, and then it's gotta do a more complicated pose where he's gotta have to rotate him more this way and kind of have his hands kind of get on his belly, or I don't know how you laugh. Like the anime laugh is like ho 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 or something. Put your hand somewhere on your head and your face and you laugh like ho ho. So I have to figure out what I want this grid to do, and I just kind of had that so far. Plan out poses. Can be tricky, especially with the z-axis. Like I have this layer behind, so if I wanted to go in front for like this frame, I'll have to have it at a new layer. Oof. Okay. Kind of been ignoring it because I don't really understand what's going on with the chat there. So sorry about that. Boop 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 boop. Could have another frame of this that has a bend elbow to it. There already is an elbow, but file name, symbol name on it. I'll have to add more geometry in here just to fill in this gap. Like this. So now it'll go further this way. So now there won't be a hole, hopefully. And now I can do more with it. I want to also move this arm. It's getting tricky. This is why I do ponies. It's like they don't have this many parts to this many parts to worry about. Okay. Oh, sorry. Is there anything I like to animate in the future? Like a certain character movement or something? That's a good question. Is there anything you would like to animate in the future? Like a certain character movement? It's real good that I can't think of anything. Yeah, that's why we always say it. I mean, I would like to do more traditional frame-by-frame stuff, because I think that's really good, really cool looking. I try to make all these like different little areas that I can do frame-by-frame stuff. That with the flood, it was really hard. Flooding in my house kind of stopped me from really working on that. So, but I'm trying now to create a little workspace where I can do some traditional animation. I know it's really tough, but it's gonna be worth it. I just haven't had enough really motivation yet to really do it. That's like I don't really have a project yet that'll need. I don't know what I'm cycling. I don't have a project that will need frame per frame or traditional animation yet. So it's kind of like I got a cool, you know, little area where I got like everything nice and set up, but it's just not going to be super usable yet. So what do we got? Haha. He's gonna be laughing a bit, so he's gotta like chuckle. So he's gotta get more into position. But I would like to like animate something either super Disney-ish or anime-ish. That's more like what I've sort of been used to. So something in between those or my own style that I have to figure out. Yeah, you guys are getting kind of weird. That's why I'm not getting into it, but yeah, it's hard when it's the moderators. It's like, oh, I can't really stop them. Or I can try, because I'm an admin sort of to this. So we got that. This is why we want to have the storyboard be close enough to the where you want it that you can refer to it easier. Hi guys. I think I need to probably get rid of a couple frames there, so it'll be like woo hoo hoo. And somewhere around here, Fluttershy is gonna lift her head up, and then look at Discord, and then flip around. This guy says what? And then it's okay, and foof. Then the flower goes away. Okay, so that's all we have to do. That's all we have to do. This will probably take a while, and you'll probably figure it out. That yeah, Dave. I mean, last time it took like an hour just to do like 4 seconds, which had like a walk cycle in it, which a bunch of that was already canned already, that I didn't have to make every leg walking, but it still took a while. So I also watched a video recently of like some guy trying to figure out like how many frames does it take to make an animation, and it's like at the end of it, it's like, yeah, there's no number to it that's like a set number. So it's like really weird, but it's like, I guess for people who have no clue like what goes into these, like what goes into animation, it's like, yeah, that's pretty good. That's like, yeah, there's not much certainty in all this. That is like just gotta be you're not gonna know how many frames or it was like, how many drawings does it take to make a cartoon? And it was like, yeah, that's the little clickbait. Yeah, especially that it didn't have an answer at the end. It was like, it depends. You know, they're trying to like make a bunch of, I forgot what the channel is, so hopefully they'll be okay with me talking about it. Yeah, they were trying to like figure out like how many drawings, and they were like, well, if it's 24, that means you have to draw 24 drawings, you know, per second, and then you just times it by, you know, how many long the cartoon is. So like if it's gonna be 11 minutes, that's gonna be a lot. But then they always like, then they also like went into, well, what if there's a background well, that's a drawing, so we have to add that as 1. But then it's like, but you can have a drawing that lasts over, you know, the whole scene. So how much drawing is that? We have to modify our little, you know, equation. The equation has to change just a little bit. Oh, I love chills. So it's like, it's just like, yeah. So it's like, you know, we're just trying to like show like a bunch of like other stuff. It's like, oh, well, you know, Disney has this, you know, device that's the, you know, the stereo whatever that has different layers, you know, in it. So we can, you know, zoom the camera in. Does that count as a separate drawing? Like we had to, like to do this, we had to start thinking about layers. And it's like, okay. Now is each layer also, you know, drawing? Like, yes. So it's like, why did you also include, you know, about, you included in like an equation or whatever. It was like, you know, if I get a darker color, just so you can see it. Like it started out with the equation of like, well, if it's 24 frames, you know, times, let's say 11, like what even is that? I don't want to guess. So that's, you know, 264. So that's how many drawings it is. It's like, that's probably not right. It's probably, wait, is that really? No, that's right. It'll be 24 times 60 times 11. There we go, that's 15,000. That makes more sense. So anyway, we got, so that'll be times 60, then times 11. We could probably do it by 20 or 30 maybe. Yeah, so that'll be like one, let's just say like one SpongeBob episode, you know, will be 11 minutes. But we could probably do it for like 30, just make it even, but usually they're like 22 for like a Flintstones or Simpsons would be that. So that'll be 24 times 60 times 22 minutes. So that'll be 30,000. 31,000. Why did you go away? Come back. 680. So, but is that really how many drawings it takes? Because it can either be, you know, like we could take that number, but then in the video they were like, well, if we're gonna have a background, that means we have to times it by 2 or something. And it's like, no, that's not right. Yeah, the equation that he included was like just so weird. It's like I'm trying to actually figure it out. And it's like 24 frames times 60 to make a minute times 22 actually will be 30,000. But then we added the backgrounds, which we don't know how many there are. Let's just say maybe, how many backgrounds are probably in a cartoon? Like a normal cartoon would probably have like 20 or 30. Because like you could have a different background for like the different shots. So let's just say maybe like 50. 50 sounds probably pretty good. So if we got that number, then you have to times, or you have to plus 50 backgrounds. So that'll be plus 50. So now you got 30 more, 730. But then we have to think about layers. So let's just say there's maybe, we have to times the, what do we have to do? We have to times the 30,680 times how many layers there are, and like every character would have to have its own layer. So this is only the one layer plus the 50 backgrounds, which we can probably add at the end. But we just have to times the 31,680 times how many layers there are, times how many shots there are too. So if every shot has maybe like at least, you know, 2 layers, like even like Flintstones had like two layers of like the head layer and the body layer. So even that, just like one character would be like 2 layers. So we got the one layer times, well, the 50 and then we can times that by 2, so maybe like 100. Does that sound right? Because if the top one is just like one layer, now we just have to times it by how many layers there are. So that'll be the 50 shots times how many character layers there would be, which would be 2 at the minimum. So at the times it by, I was almost going to say like 200, but that doesn't make sense. But that actually seems about right, that there would be about 200 for the whole time. So we have to times it by 200, which would then equal somewhere around. So we need, yeah, it would just be the 31,680. Am I doing this right? Times 200. So that'd be 6 million. And then we add the 50. So whatever this is, 6,300,000 drawings. But then he also went into, well, you can have hold frame 2s, and a bunch of things are on 2s anyway. Like, not everything it's gonna have a separate, you know, exactly, you know, on 1s. So, so, like, how many drawings does it take? It's gonna be, you know, a lot more than you'd think. So, I got 6 million. Who knows? There's no answer. It's just all, you know, speculative. It doesn't matter, because like every episode is gonna be a different number, just because of like how much fluctuation to everything there is. So sorry I got off on that, but I just wanted to make sure that people know that that video really irked me a lot. That I was just like trying to figure it out. I can find out what the exact YouTube number is, or YouTube name is. How many chips do you have to eat? How many drawings in a cartoon? Maybe I should search my history. Sorry, guys. This is why it takes so long. Yes. It's because of this. Let me find it somewhere. Where'd it go? No, that's not it. How many? Still trying to find it. No. Okay. Ah, okay. Exactly how many drawings are in an average cartoon? Question mark. So I apparently watched that and was like, wow, I can't wait to see how much it is, you know. And I was like, who knows? So it's like, oh, yeah. I mean, it's what I expected. Is like, what can you possibly say about it, though? So, just saying, like, how many drawings is just so weird. And it's like, oh yeah, also so like, what is also concept art, and then there's storyboards. How many drawings are in a storyboard? Like, are we gonna say like, oh, like in these storyboards that I have, like these are on different layers. Like, is each of these, you know, because there are different colors here now? Are they all different drawings? It's like, so the whole video was just so bad. Yeah, so like even with these kind of cutout cartoons too, where it's like, yeah, you saw like how I'm manipulating everything like this. You know, it's not like I'm gonna draw every frame of this either. So it's like, yeah, the whole point of, you know, whatever you were trying to make that video was just so not not worth it. To figure out like an exact number, especially because yeah, the video was called exactly, you know, why would they, yeah, exactly how many drawings, and they capitalized drawings are in an average cartoon. But then they did it in 11 minutes, which was weird. That's Wrinkles. Is animating hard? Because I can see these taking a long time to make. Yes, I've been working on this like 15-second shot. How many is this? Well, now it's 16. It took a bit longer than I thought. The 16 seconds thing cartoon has taken about a month to animate, so, and produce. So it does take way longer than you'd think. So I'll say that. But is it hard? That's always gets where it gets like more subjective. That is like, oh, well, yeah, if you put a basketball player in front of some chess, then it's like, are they gonna win a perfect game? You know, it's like those kind of scenarios where it's like, probably not. More likely. But if you have like an artist, you know, just make like a couple drawings and like animate it, and it's like, probably be a little bit better. So, is it hard? It's like, well, to me, because I've been working, you know, with this kind of animation and the same kind of software with the same kind of characters for like 5 years or more, that it is easier to me. So if it's harder for you, and if you're like super experienced, then I'm sorry. But if you are like learning, you know, how to animate and draw, I don't know what to say. Like, you know, it might not be what you're gonna be good at. But it might also be, but you just have to keep working on it. So I don't know where you're coming from, like what kind of background or anything, but it's like, it's definitely, it definitely takes skill to do this. Like, you have to learn a bunch of physics. I know this doesn't make any sense what I'm doing right now, but it's like, yeah, there's a lot of physics and real math into this, and I'm like just moving this happy little dragon around, but it's like, yeah, it does. Like, you know, all those like animators who make all those like animation memes where it's just like 2 or 3 frames or so, just like 2 or 3 drawings, and then calling it you know, animation, which is fair, but it's just like very, very limited animation where they're not drawing, you know, in betweens too much. It depends on who they are, but like I'm thinking about the, you know, the flip eclipse, not to really drag on those, but their software isn't super super good. Not that I've actually used it. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm trying to distract myself while trying to figure this out. So sorry about that. Okay. Good graphics. Thanks. Oh, cool. You're into voice acting. Yeah, that's probably better. Voice acting seems also pretty easy to some people, but not to others. So that's good. Like, I definitely can't voice act. I don't have a good voice enough. Okay. Got that body motion pretty good. So around here, we can change the expression to now him whistling. Changes this. I need blink. Around here. I'll find it. Yep. Blink. There we go. A loop. There. Whoop. There we go. Change mouth. I need this one, this one, this one, this one. Sort of. This one? That was good. For some reason I forgot to get I used this in another project and I forgot to get rid of these extra outlines. Pet peeve, definitely. Have to be careful. Sometimes with lines, they with Flash, they'll actually crash the program, so I have to be really careful, especially on stream, to be not moving things too much or too quickly, or else it'll crash and then we won't be able to really talk to each other because I'll be working on figuring that out instead. And something about it where it's like, if we're like double clicking on things, that'll be really upset about that. Yeah. Okay, I double clicked. Just gotta be super careful. Okay, good. His eyes are there. There we go. Boop boop boop. Do I need a voice actor? Totally fine if you don't, because I'm always talking about videos a lot. I would say I've my usual stock is that I don't really need voice actors. I feel like I got this style to my videos where they don't need them. I am very inspired by silent films and everything, so I've always kind of liked that a little bit better. Ooh. It's gonna be looking up instead. So yeah, I guess the last time I tried, the last time I tried to voice act was in the April Fool's video this year. I tried to make and it just didn't work with the mic. I had too much room sound that I had to use a different sound effect, and then that didn't quite work out too well. It kept like clipping the sound effect in it, so none of that really worked out too well. The animation worked somewhat until that, with the Colgate. I don't know if you remember this video. The Colgate kind of just started to melt just because I was like experimenting with it. It was like trying to animate it, and it just wasn't working. So I was like, I'll just leave this blooper in of like it not really working. So it worked in the video anyway. Charlie Chaplin, definitely. I think I knew about Mr. Bean before Charlie Chaplin, so probably more inspired by him. Rowan Atkinson. We're gonna add like just one little pixel there. Oh, you like this little talking sound? Oh, great. Yeah, the original one that I voiced was just like, and it was just like, oh man. That's just how it recorded with my mic. Just had so much extra bit. And I know that there are ways to get rid of it, but I don't think I was experienced with the audio software to be able to do it properly. Look, my profile pic. Thanks. I change it every season. So this is the summer Derpy. I don't know if there's a way to actually look at my older ones. I didn't think about it. Like, if we wanted to see my older profile pics. I think I got it on my, like when you actually go to YouTube and then say change profile, it'll have the history of all of them. I don't have that public though. I don't think. That's interesting. 10 minutes of this Discord moving up is slow. So that's some time. That's some time. There we go. Yeah, the April Fool's video was animated, not in this software, but it was animated in Adobe Character Animator, which is totally different from Adobe Animate. So Yeah. And that one was really cool. You're able to do real time. It uses a webcam, so you can take real time video of yourself, and it'll find your face, and then if you set up the puppet right, then you'll be able to, make different expressions. It'll real time match it. Capture Christmas one after. Oh man. Yeah, didn't even notice animation software. Oh yeah, because I pretty much used I exported like the Derpy puppet from Flash and then put it into Character Animator, so it was able to match the exact. There's no shading in it, so it made that really easy. That I was just able to directly copy the exact colors and stuff. Like, it didn't need to change anything there to. But yeah, it was really fun that I was able to just move my head back and forth and then see the puppet moving in time. So it was really fun. I had more fun just making the puppet and trying to play around with it, see what it can do, more than trying to. Recording was very scary. Well, you only get one take. Like in real time, it's very different. Like, you don't really have the luxury in real time to go frame by frame and say, well, that, on frame 25 it has to be more like this. It's like, nope, you gotta just do it perfectly the first time. So it was fun. Yeah, I mean, as soon as I finished the video, I was like, yeah, I don't really see much more point to keep using it. It didn't really grab me enough to keep using it more. How do you draw a cleft? Does it have this? I draw a music note. I just got the thing. Ah, dear. What is a normal sharp? Key notes. Okay, let's see. Okay, so it's more rectangularly this way, and then it's straight up. Okay. Thanks, internet. Okay. Maybe they'll do request, but I've wanted a puppet of her cat. He cat. Ah, that's cute. I can't exactly see the profile picture though. If I can get another picture. Whoa. Yeah, I'm gonna need a bigger picture to figure out what that exactly is. Sorry about that. Yeah, I don't take requests anymore. I just kind of silently stopped. So if you were waiting for one of my intros, I kind of talked about that. That is like, yeah, that's to silently say no. What would you call this? I don't know. Key 1. There. Looks like a Wally. Yeah, from what I could see, it was some kind of a. I'm sure you can tell what it is. Charge takes request. Yeah, that's true. You can ask her about it. I'll add one of these. Clip that. I'll move that over so it'll be centered. Oh, I got my overbites. Cool. Thanks. Okay. Yeah. I'm sure. We'll see if she was. Well, she definitely was in the chat earlier. I think she left. See if she's up for that. Let's move this one over. He'll be back. Okay, great. Let's see. This goes here, this goes here. I'm running close on time, but I'll probably just finish this off and then you know, we'll have to animate more next time. So look out for that, I guess. And it's just gonna be even more drawing. Whoa, watch out. You know. And how many drawings does this take? I'm not even drawing at this point. Just kind of like have it kind of dance on. Whoop whoop. I want to make that a little longer. Okay. So indefinite end time to complete this up. Yes. Yeah. I mean, these things aren't, you know, finished. They're just a due date. So you never know when it's gonna be done. Like even when I try to, you know, have like, ooh, I'm gonna finish it, you know, and like publish it, maybe tomorrow, and it's like, ooh, that wasn't gonna work. That's not gonna work out. So, in those kind of situations, I just kind of gun it and just actually, you know, stay up on the last day and, you know, work till whenever I feel like it's ready. So sometimes on the last day that I want it done, it it gets done. Sometimes I did stay up to like, I'm trying to think about the worst one I probably did. Definitely morning. Like I probably did maybe like 6 or 7 or 8 a.m. So if I wanted to finish it, I guess by then, by like Sunday, like if I couldn't finish it on Saturday, then I would stay up till like 6 or 7 or 8, and then on that day, then wouldn't finish it. So I usually would know what to do to finish it, so it wouldn't be like, what am I gonna do? It's more like I had so much other projects or something else was going on that it wasn't gonna be possible to finish it in that time that I thought. So, because I get very perfection-y about everything, so it's like if I watch it again, you know, over and over, and it's like even the shots that we made, like the first couple shots, like I probably think are not super good. So I probably want to clean those up, because this kind of style lends itself to being not super clean. So I want to figure out like when to clean it up. Okay. So I want to find this pose. Or just get like this, like what pose, and then we'll call it. Okay. Going to Spain. Awesome. I'm going to BronyCon at the end of the month, so I guess next month. As far as I'm going, it's just like cross country for me. So that's really cool. Is it just like a summer vacation, or is it a, I was gonna say like a business trip, but it's like maybe not. I'll change the face expression so he'll be looking at her more. Looking at the Fluttershy. I'll end when this pose is good. How are we doing now? Since my video output is low, you guys tell me if it's okay or not. I can't tell. Obviously, because I'm in real time, so I don't know if I'm lagging or not. It's fine. Okay, that's really weird that YouTube's trying to say that my video output is low. Whatever that means. Let's figure this out. My output is fine. Awesome. Because I know, like last time, like on Tuesday, it seemed like people were complaining about it was being 144. What was up with that? Was that part on... wanting to know if, like, if it was on my end, because then I can do something about it. Or if it's not, then whatever. It'll just be up to you guys. Figure it out amongst yourself. Let's figure this out. I need... where is it? I need an upset open. I don't see it. It's really weird. These are all the same. I don't know. Here's that. Probably change this, maybe. Have to edit this one. Do. That was because you tabbed away. Ah. Wasn't seen, so I can say it again. Okay. I don't know what that meant. Let's go here. Need this purple for this. Okay. And then, is that okay? I think that's okay. Need this pink or orange circle. Let's make that. That didn't work. Why not? It's because that was actually lower. Interesting. How does this work? So let's see. This is purple. This is tooth. I need tongue to be separate from this. This needs to be below. And then this needs to be above this one, so here. Ah, alright. We're in business. I don't know why his eyes don't show up when you do that. I can feel like his eyes are going, what? Cool. So we're almost done with Discord. We're like almost halfway through this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 second shot. I know that I kind of got into that how many drawings thing. Great debate on that, but totally. Spain seems hot. Timing of this is slow. So that way? No, opposite. I need to add frames to storyboard. It's about there. Let's get it tight as it up. Okay. So we did 1, 2, about 2 or 3 seconds. Yeah. In an hour. A lot of this is very, very detailed. Obviously I'm doing like every keyframe pretty much. Like we go back to Discord and you should see like made a lot of little dots on here. But I was just to get them to laugh and then go whoop and kind of do that. So we have to add some more punch to get in between, and then I'm get him to the other pose where he's a little upset, and then snap, and then flower changes, and then a bag of money falls on the road. But then also Fluttershy in the scene has to also animate, and I was also thinking about having Rose kind of have her little thing, so this might take a little bit longer than I even thought. So yeah, my plans for later streams is to not have as big as these kind of stories are, so probably just figure out how to do shorter, like 1 hour activities. Then this became like a month and a half almost, so activities. So we'll probably figure out how to do that more. These are fun, but yeah, you can see like they definitely take a long time, especially like how many characters you put in. That's just like exponentially, not really, but like doubles or triples, you know, because you have this timeline and like for every shot, so every like little box in here, so from like here to here, you know, it's like there's a certain amount of time, so you have to animate through one character and then the other character and then the other character. And because they all have to like interact with each other sometimes, it's like you have to figure out like what's gonna happen, you know, at this frame, and then see like, well, this one's, you know, doing this action, then this other character has to then figure out like how to animate the other one to also react to it, and it's just like so complicated. So but anyway, hopefully we'll finish this hopefully before I, you know, go to PornCon. Yeah, so I'll probably figure out how to do that. The good thing is that this last shot is like hopefully very simple and will probably only take less than an hour, so it'll just be like probably like maybe like one, definitely not one more, maybe like 2 or 3 more, but anyway, that's for me to figure out. So yeah, we can see like these are gotta figure out how long. I don't know, the green screen, it doesn't like certain colors. So even like transparency and like weird things, they don't work. Well, for me, like if it's a drawing glove, so it only has like 2 fingers in it, so it don't smear the screen that I'm working on. It's like pretty much just drawing on a piece of, you know, a computer screen. So it's called a tablet. So yeah, that probably explains everything there. So you look that up. So I'm using a graphic tablet. It's in the description too, I think, which my tech is in there. But anyway, if there's any last questions like that, any small things I can do, yeah, this is gonna take a while, and we'll figure out what to do for future streams. We can probably have the Discord, maybe have some suggestions. Now we did a couple, but I think we probably need a longer list to figure out what to do. So hopefully that'll be that. Anyway, I think we're good then. I'll find a button. Okay. Yeah, so this is my new stream time. Hopefully it works pretty much for a lot of you guys. That's fun. And then we'll do the same schedule until I find that it doesn't work anymore. Not that the other one is really broken. It was just like now I can have like 2 hours, you know, per week instead of the 1 a week, which felt like very rushed. Now I feel like I can take more time. Now that I can have 2 hours collectively over the week. So like it? Okay, great. Yeah. I know that if you're watching this on a VOD, then you're probably missing it, so sorry. But I think I posted somewhere like on my community tab about the schedule, so you'll know exactly when this is. Anyway, yeah. Oh, I take commissions? Yes, but I feel like I'm pretty good at this point that I'm actually too full of projects that taking another one. Like I think I've already taken another one, so I'm sorry, but I'm pretty full. Like I'm already taking more than a handful, let's say. So, yeah. Maybe once I'm down to maybe like less than a handful like of projects, then I'll be glad to. Because otherwise I don't have time to work on my other stuff, which also takes like a month or more for my regular 2-minute videos. So I don't want to sacrifice that. So yeah, these streams are just for projects that are not going directly to YouTube. So it'll be on my DeviantArt, and then after a while I'll make a compilation where I'll put a bunch of stream projects into one video and put that on YouTube. So they'll last longer. You see squiggles. Okay, cool. Not exactly sure. I think we're good. So, thanks guys for coming, and then we'll be back on Tuesday. That's weird to say. Been doing Wednesday for practically a year now. So, okay. Take care. Have a good day and night and breakfast and dinner. I'm gonna have dinner. How about you? Whoops, I found a button to take me out. Bye bye.